Hello friends, it's occurred to me that in all this time that I've been lifting and bodybuilding in all my years, I've never kept a regular training log, like a video log of it. I have just been loving training lately in a sense of wanting to just do it again, to be the absolute best I can be, because I think I personally really need it. And as I'm trying to really get to best form, like best form bodybuilding, I'm just having a blast, sort of just refining things that I found in the past and then lost, and just kind of rehashing over old things and trying to get back to that great form. And I think the thing that I have sort of found about it that's been the real challenge is that bodybuilding itself, it works continuously and accumulatively. And if you have any breaks in your time away from bodybuilding, like I did, right? A lot of you may know I did a lot of things for many years. Powerlifting for some years, I did competitively. I learned Pilates for a few years, and I'm always dipping in and out of things. I'm always lifting in the background, but really good, really quality, high-level perfection bodybuilding has not been the goal, and now it's been my goal. And I think it's my goal because, honestly, I don't want to compete or anything like that, but it just brings me immense joy to be perfect looking, just to be as big and jacked as you can. Not really for egotistical reasons. I think more so, it's what I think bodybuilding is sort of like, it's like a pageantry, right? It's a representation of something. It's like a symbol. And I think it's sort of like a symbol for how my mind feels, right? How at least I perceive myself. And I think at least the uniform that bodybuilding gives, it's an earned uniform, right? It's like when you see those high-ranking military officers with, 3-stripe generals. It looks cool because it's an earned stripe. And that's what I love about it. I love the idea of that. And I've noticed that it makes a difference on how you're treated in this world and what you can do in this world if you have the 3-star general uniform on. So I miss it dearly. I'm in great shape. I'm in good shape. But my goal with this training log is my documenting of how to get back in highest level natural pro bodybuilder shape. Okay, that's it. Let me not talk too much. We're headed to... So I train at a gym here in Chicago called America's Gym. In my opinion, I'm the luckiest guy ever that I live within vicinity of this gym. So the environment, I think, has been a big reason for me and what I'm doing here, and I'm really grateful for that. But at the same time, if I weren't prepared for the opportunity that I think has come now with this gym, I'd miss it. But I'm prepared, and I want to do it. So okay, today is my second day of frequency with back and shoulders. Actually, my third. I've been doing 3 days of frequency with delts. Okay, I'll show you what I've been doing. It's not anything crazy. It's not a lot. So let's get into it. I like more traps out of this one. I get more traps. If I can get more traps and more armpits. More traps and more armpit engagement. More traps. There you go. That's a good one. That's a really good thing. Yeah. 6. Come on. Oh my. Really good. Oh, really good. So the objective kind of here, I guess, in today's back pull down is to keep activated in my traps and in my lats. I have a real laziness sometimes with pulling with my arms and pulling with my traps and not hitting those lower trap rhomboids to really open and engage, sort of open the chest, open the rib cage, and really get a full contraction back. Really pull not just those elbows back, from that elbow all the way lining into the spine, right? So really pulling from your center to really open. And as I'm repping, since these are 15 reps, I'm finding that when I get to 11 or 12, my left scapula starts to get unstable, starts to sort of give in. So the reason I'm kind of starting with high reps is very straightforward. It really helps if I could turn the muscle on, if I don't have to start so intense. And I think the heavier you lift and the lower the reps, the more high stakes each rep is. And I think in the beginning, where on these exercises where I need to take more warm-up sets, because it's my first exercise of the day, as well as just higher reps, because it's my first exercise, to really get turned on. If I start with an 8 or a 10, I oftentimes find that my mind is pumped up, but my body isn't. And that takes some time to sort of get up and rolling. So. Okay, really good. Okay, I'm done warming up and I've only used 10 pounds. I'm going to add 5 pounds. So I'm gonna use this 2.5 pound plate, and this is sort of a loaded pin that I'm gonna put in here and use for my weight. So my total weight for this exercise is gonna be 15 pounds. Okay. Rear delts is one of those things that doesn't take a crazy amount of effort since it's a small muscle. But what it does take is a crazy good amount of precision. The goal that I'm trying to work through here is to open my chest. I'm pushing through the root of my hand here to really open and access the cap of that back delt. If I go too heavy, this quickly turns into a bad shoulder exercise or an arm exercise, so I keep it really light. Just give that muscle a touch. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, if I were right side up, the mechanism would look a little like this. I'm with my chest, opening. I'm opening this way with my chest, right? If this chest is closed, then I have no rear delt. So I have to open and really stretch that chest. So I'm just gonna flip this over forward and do the same thing. Think about it like a reverse pec fly. That's literally what they do on the machine, right? There we go. And really make sure I'm grabbing my thumb to my index finger and lifting with the flat part of the delt. My pinky finger is gripping and getting the back part of the delt as well. Kind of like I'm swatting it away, like a tennis racket. Okay, really good.
So what's the best way to get protein in besides chicken?
Well, I think there's a technical answer, and then there's a sensible answer. The technical answer that a bodybuilder should give is in quality of amino acid profile of each of those meats.
What's the sensible one?
Whatever you like. Because who gives a fuck? You know?
True.
Who gives a fuck? So next I'm going to do some rows, dumbbell rows. They're not my favorite exercise. I think any dumbbell, barbell exercise is always going to be harder. So the order that I've done these exercises today, they've kind of led me up to this exercise. This is the biggest compound I've done so far. So I start with a pull down to get it kind of like my upper back traps in that lat that really cranks that elbow back warmed up. And then a rear delt to really support this sort of outer portion. You know, I sit a lot, I write programs, so I'm always like this. And so I think that rear delt really helps me open the chest. And so I think the two of those really can prime you. After those first two exercises, I can now open that chest and really squeeze that trap well because I just pre-exhausted them and kind of got them warmed up in those previous two exercises. And so now for my row, it can be much more effective, right? I can really get the most out of the big compound that I want to get. So go ahead. I don't go very heavy. I warmed up on 40s today. Maybe somewhere in the 50s I'll be, but that's about it. My boy Angel. Oh, you got the in and out shirt on today. There are many muscles in the body. 400 plus skeletal muscles in the body, and the back's got lots of them. So we're warmed up for this simple but complex mover. Main cue I'm really looking for today is just driving this lat back and getting the whole back activated in one fell swoop. You know, when people row and they feel restricted, you see a lot of this, you know? You can see a lot of this, right? They're trying to not activate their back and then they move and they do something funny. But to really be generous with the mind-muscle connection and let your back do the work. Squeeze those muscles all the way along the spine, you know? It's a real vulnerable feeling movement since it's behind you and you can't see it. But go lighter. Now solve it. Evan, come on. Well, 18. So I only have 3 sets for this one. And one thing I have to be mindful of is with intensity, you want to make sure you're getting the bang for buck out of what you're doing, you know, that we're getting all the value out of the rep. So before I go on to this next side, I want to lock a few things in. I want to make sure that when I reach down, I'm not folding that. Remember when I was doing rear delts, right? I'm not folding in on my shoulder. This shoulder's not collapsing in. I want to make sure that this shoulder stays its own unit. From here to here is my shoulder. So that should stay stable. I shouldn't be sinking down. So for this next one, I'm going to try to lock that in and run. That's sort of the whole basis of weight training, is find the connection and sink in until you can't go anymore. So I like to train unilaterally a lot when I have the time. You can really focus in on less muscle work, right? When you can pick one arm or one side. So with these rows, I'm doing them unilaterally, obviously with dumbbells. Whatever the lead arm is for that day, whatever arm I feel or leg I feel or hamstring or bicep is performing better, I let the better one go first. When I get the feeling of better movement in my body, I can pick up more cues to say, okay, if this left side feels better for reasons I don't know yet, what is so better about it? Maybe the way I'm squeezing in my forearm is better, right? Maybe the way that I'm rolling in towards my belly button is better, right? So what I'm going to do now for these next 2 sets that I got, I'm going to pyramid up. So I'm going up 5 pounds, 50 to 55. Maybe I still do 15, maybe I do 12, 13, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to let the left lead the way, and then right will learn from the left. It's one easy way when people always ask the question, you know, how can you balance out, you know, unbalanced body parts? I think it's a matter of skill and try to watch what the better side does and copy. Okay. Master Puppets just came on too. Come on. Okay. Okay, really good. There we go. That's it. Open. Open. Open the chest. Open the chest. Come on. Oh. Oh, wait, what is this? Really good. Okay, next side. Master. Okay, so this right elbow is not participating. And I'm going to slow down and continue the set and not do anything stupid. There we go. Recollect. Not illegal to recollect. Get that shit together. Oh my motherfucker. There we go. Not my best work. Alright. I was going to go up to 60s. The left can go up to 60 pounds, but the right arm cannot. If one arm or one side, it doesn't feel great, then stay with the weight and make the weight feel great. Building muscle bodybuilding is more about locking in and getting quality, as opposed to just chasing a weight that you desire and know you can move through space. It's moving through space beautifully. Anyone can dunk a basketball badly, but to dunk it beautifully is the goal. Okay, this one's kind of funky. This is simply forearms. Right now I'm going to work a little bit of the underside of my forearm here. When I was doing that row on my right side, I felt a little bit of a disconnect in the pull along the back here. So sometimes I'll stop in a session if I need a small work to keep myself on track. And I'm just gonna simply pull back. I got a really small amount. Just gonna flex my wrist back. So I'm just pulling back, trying to get the whole wrist, top of my wrist, flexors engaged. All muscles are the same, right? There's extension, flexion, types of deviations, adduction, abduction. It's all the same. And if you can just find where all of them flex or adduct, you can more or less heal anything. And this isn't me saying this. This is literally what physical therapy is. They try to get the client to manipulate the muscle themselves, and if they can't do that themselves, then they manually manipulate it, you know, with massage and other techniques. So, all right, so a little work around the sides now of the radial ulnar deviation here. Just pushing through my thumb through this elbow, just giving a little more stabilization, and I'm pulling underneath here. I live here.
Yeah, right?
The lab.
You got a lot left?
I'm skipping cardio. Forgive me.
Why you keep talking too much on the damn weekend?
I know.
Even more than the names.
The Natty Pro!
Yeah, right. What's his name? I don't know. Natty Pro.
That's how it is these days, right? All right, I'll see y'all. Have a good weekend. Take care. Classic lateral raises. I'm gonna do these with the drop. Very important cue for these. You're gonna see me palpate right here. This is what I'm stretching. Remember when I was doing those rear delts? It's all about getting the stretch open, especially for people like me with tight chest, right? That's what we're looking for, right? It's almost like you're pushing away in some ways, right? You still have to use your shoulder. Your shoulder is your chest and your back. This is your shoulder complex, right? These muscles work the whole shoulder. So if we're gonna get the shoulder to lift, these assisters have to be assisting. Open and stretch that armpit. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open the chest. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, one more. Left side is banging today, dude. Left side is out working the right side today. I'm right-handed. Okay. Open. 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 Ooh. I've been using this one cue. I had COVID probably like 2 months ago, so I stayed home. I never watched a Harry Potter movie before. And I was watching all those Harry Potter movies, and I think somewhere, I don't know, 6th or 7th or 8th one, I don't know. It got to be like a lot of dragons and theme. And I remember looking at the anatomy of the dragons and thinking, they're doing like the perfect cue for a delt raise. So if you were to be a dragon in Harry Potter and fly away, you know, how would you pull back on that chest, right? Would you pull this open, or would you just focus on scrunching this way, right? A lot of people scrunch and they are not opening these muscles here, right? It's all about getting open so you can get to that posterior access, right? If you're tight, there's no access. We got to be open. That was a good set. Okay, second set a little heavier, 10 pounds heavier. The first one was 50 pounds to 30 pound drop. This one's gonna be 60 to, I don't know, 40 if it feels easy. I try to always drop the half, but you know, drop a little heavier than half. That's always what I aim for. Okay, remember, right? Not scrunching, but we're opening. Be very generous with all the muscles. There we go. Open that armpit. Look how I'm lifting the armpit. Up. Come on. Get the armpit up. Use the chest, use the lat, use the muscles under the armpit to get it up. Lead with the armpit. Come on. Much heavier. Oh, don't scrunch up. Hold on, now's the time. Come on, now's the hour. Come on. Okay. All right, 35. That sounds fun. 60 to 35. Hey, still heavy. Get it up. Okay. Ooh, that was good. That was damn good. My left arm has been outperforming my right arm all day. So this right arm's feeling better, right? As my forearm extends, I'm gonna need to make sure I have tension in here and just not, you know, I'm not loose at this joint. So those forearms I did previously got me feeling all right. Let's rock. All right. All right, do what the left can do, man. Come on. Let's see. Just like it. Better than it. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Drop, drop, drop.
I was saying before, I'm moving to Chicago, like the city.
Nice. Let me give them a spot real quick. Just a lift over, buddy?
Lift up and stay. Help me at the end.
How many you going for?
No idea.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1. Hold it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Okay. Oh, great pull. Great pull. Hell yeah. Okay. There you go. Rip and rip. Hit the whole thing. Hell yeah. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up. Yep.
I got it.
How many back days you gotta eat?
One more time.
How many back days you gotta
2.
eat? I can tell, bro. You're running off on back every time I come and see you. You're
My
like,
legs.
your posterior's just running off, bro.
Have to.
Have to. You gotta have 2 days. Or else you ain't doing.
If you want to look big,
There's so many muscles back there.
Exactly.
There's no way you're gonna cover them all in a week. You gotta do twice a week. Good shit.
Just doing it, not the love.
Well, I'm trying to do it for the love, but not how you would think. I'm trying to do it like a pure bodybuilder does it. And ooh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a great one. So I'm trying to do it like a pure bodybuilder does it. Oh, that one's phenomenal. Ooh, that was good. But just improve along the whole way, you know?
Yeah.
Help little guys, help you guys out.
As the little guy.
I mean, you guys are young. I'm 37, dude.
Really?
Yeah, so I've
You said what? 27?
37.
17?
Come on, baby.
How old is he?
He's this motherfucker. You got to catch up to him. Don't worry about him, dude. This is the this. Can I tell you? This is a dog.
Dog?
He's on. I have a little dream team I put together in my head here. He's my second pick. The first pick is over there on the treadmill. Consistent, quiet killers. Yep. Up. Better than the last one. Much better than the last. Okay. Enough with the yippity yappity. Set one. Oh, this is good. Lord. X. Minute. 12. Woo. These are good. Okay. Big Nathan.
Come on, brother. How you doing? Good to see my man.
You doing all right?
Yes, sir. Are you doing good?
Blessed, baby. Okay, second set. What am I gonna do different about this one? Nothing. This one I really love. It hits a part that I'm not very talented at hitting, right underneath this armpit. Right here. Hold on, let me show you. Right here. This part of the lat, right here. That's what I'm looking for. In Pilates, I learned that there's something called the 100. It's a warm-up exercise where you lay flat on your back and you pump your arms this way. And that's the exercise. But if you don't have this connection within the lat, here, right, going straight down, you ain't got nothing. So this is one of those crossover things I learned from spending time away from bodybuilding and Pilates, learning how to develop that lat right underneath the armpit, right under there. And it's really translated well to this exercise in particular. And this, I'm strengthening. Only. Okay. Find it in. Lock it in. Find it in.
lock. Trying to stretch the top of that armpit. Pull it down. And pull it down straight back. There we go. Ooh. Very good. I almost want to drop set it.
Last set of the day. So today I think I did 5 exercises, maybe, I don't know, something like that. I generally find that I do between 5 to 8 exercises really for working sets. And I just kind of, within my structure, do the 5 to 8 based off how I feel, you know, in my body what I need in terms of mind-muscle connection, as well as energy for the day. Last one, best one. Come on. That was good. Okay. How do you get into it? Let me see.
I do.
Right, your chest is open, but your arm is a little like this.
Yeah.
You got to take that rear delt and pull on it. Like try to get it flexed. Like try to get it a little beefy, right? You know, back there. So what I try to do, I try to think of it like this. I try to take this arm and smash this rear delt against the back of that shoulder blade there. So think about actually making this connection like you were doing like this.
Like
so
that.
take your arms like this, elbows up, pull. That, you see that density?
Okay.
That's the density you're looking for on the back of it. So give it that thickness, 360. See, now you got a delt, and when this shapes out, that'll be crazy, and you got to keep that chest open still. So give me a little more from here, push. There you go. Good. So the whole thing is just do the work, right? The whole thing is just do the work. So Angel, if you can get a little more, I think, activity in here. Look at me from the back. I'm gonna squeeze that and open this one. You see, I'm almost coming completely around. This trap gets squeezed, this trap gets rotated.
Okay.
So to what degree you need to rotate from this part, right?
Yeah.
It's just more of that. So you got the chest, puffed up, and so as you see how you're turning from here,
Yeah.
you gotta get it up to here. So really think of just doing like this.
Oh, okay. I feel it.
Yes. Oh!
Yeah.
You see that?
I could feel it now.
You see it, right? You see it. There you go. Bang! That's your side chest.
That's it.
That's your side chest. Put the arms, elbows just down to the butt. That's your side chest.
Okay.
That's your side chest. We gotta get you to spread your lats.
Yeah. One day.
No, you'll do it now. You'll do it today. Come here.
See.
Okay. So, try to give me just a front double bicep this way. Boom. So your lats are spread here.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You feel this feeling with you tense here?
Right.
Okay, so relax your arms down. Okay. Go to hit that front double bicep again and stop here. There you go. You feel these ready to...
Yeah.
So what's the time between... Hit the front double bicep. What did you just do between that small portion and that small portion?
Raise my chest up. Kind of point towards the ceiling.
So with the front lat spread, or with any lat spread, right? We're gonna have to come here, and it's not just a lat spread out to the side.
Yeah.
It's a chest opening. It's like this. Look, same position. It's same position. Much better though, right?
Yeah. I think
Here's
I
a
was
trick.
having trouble like putting the chest up.
Here's a trick you can do to get the chest up.
Mhm.
Okay. And when you compete, this is gonna be different because you're gonna be oiled that day. Take your index seriously. Take your index finger and your thumb.
Okay.
And hook it just like this on your body.
Yeah.
Just like that. You feel your lower last rib there?
Yeah.
Alright, so try to feel there's a space between your hip and your last rib. Try to find that little soft spot there. It's not going to be perfect, but try to find that.
Yeah, but that's really like somewhere over here.
With just these fingers, we're not going to do anything, with just these back thumbs. Try to get the lats into a bubble bicep and raise your chest with your thumbs lats. Oh, right?
Yeah.
You see it's a little bit of pull game going on.
Yeah.
Next thing you do, relax. We're going to take these thumbs, open, and give a little pinch in that area where there's no bones. Right? There's a tiny area where between your pelvis and there's no bones.
Oh, I never like thought about that. Like how you saw me turn from the bottom, that's what I always thought. Like I'd always focus on just this coming up for that one side.
Anytime you have a side pose, and especially if it's concerning waist, if these hips are forward, keep them forward.
Yeah.
Work around the hips.
Yeah.
Right? If you get to move in these hips, you kind of lose the illusion, right?
Yeah,
it's here to here. I'm pulling that line up and solid it. Good.
There we go.
Appreciate the help. It's great meeting you.
Of course, you guys take care.
Yeah, you too.
Good stuff. You guys are looking good. Keep practicing.